What's going on, everybody? This is Brian from SneakerFiles.com recapping the news, and in this video I have some exclusive info. But before we get into that, currently I am doing a giveaway, and if you haven't seen it, there's going to be a link in the description below which will take you to the previous video. From there I announce all the details on this giveaway. It should only take you about a minute. Now, as for the highlights, I have information on the Air Jordan 11 that is celebrating the model's 25th anniversary this year. As well, we have a first look at the Air Jordan 1 High OG Satin Snake. Now, there is more from Jordan Brand. We have a solid lineup from Nike and one thing from Reebok. And now, without wasting too much more of your time, let's jump into the news. Frank Cooker, who used to work with Jordan Brand, appears to be more of a freelancer now. I'm not sure if he's actually with Reebok, but over the weekend he showcased an upcoming collaboration. Well, I shouldn't say upcoming, but a collaboration that potentially will release. And this is the Nice Kicks Reebok Question, known as Bubba Chuck, and they are inspired by Allen Iverson's love for fishing. Now, the overall look, it meshes neutral tones along with vibrant accents, and overall it kind of has a 90s theme or even something taken from Nike's ACG line. In addition, they feature glow-in-the-dark detailing, which is inspired by a tactical lure. Now, when he showcased images, it also showed that they'll come with a fish graphic on the insoles, additional lures, a license holder, stickers, and a special tackle box which the shoes will be housed in. Overall, I'm a huge fan of this theme. I love it when shoes tells a story, and in this case, it's pretty cool that they went above and beyond with the whole tackle box and stuff like that. But currently, it isn't known if this pair is going to release or if it's a friends and family edition. But once I have more information, that will go into the following news video. Recently, I spoke on an upcoming Nike Kyrie 6, which featured retro logos. Now, that pair was pretty flashy, had a 90s type feel, and coming soon, we have another flashy pair of the Kyrie 6. Now, specific details like a nickname or a release date is unknown, but going over this pair, it features blue mesh across the upper, and then we have patent leather that wraps the heel. Following, we have pink, which is used on the laces, swoosh on the lateral and medial side, and part of the midsole. Navy covers the liner. We have orange on the eyelets, and then we have a blue marble-like design on the midfoot strap and part of the midsole. Finishing the look is vault accents. Like I mentioned, there isn't a specific release date for the shoe, nor do we know of a retail price, but I would expect to see this pair release maybe late spring to early summer. The Nike Air Fear of God 1 Triple Black had several different release dates, and as you guys know, those release dates changed. For a few weeks now, we had a release date scheduled for April 25th, but it wasn't confirmed by Nike. That has changed. Nike officially announced that this pair will release on April 25th. So we have confirmation on the release date. Not only that, they shared additional images which shows that they come with a special bag and then what appears to be a resealable bag, and that will feature lace locks and a Nike hang tag. Going over the release details one more time, they drop on April 25th and retail price will be $350. Also, the size range that will be available is 3.5 all the way up to a size 18. Artist, illustrator, and painter Ruohan Wang is connecting with Nike to release her very own Air Force 1 Low. Now, the details aren't known at this point, but going over the pair, it features a playful style that utilizes various graphics and colors. In addition, you can see Earth icons and Chinese characters throughout. In addition, we have white leather on the swoosh, and if you look closely, you'll also see another sketch. On the tongue, we have another unique graphic that features her signature, and then we have a white speckled midsole and a white rubber outsole. Like I mentioned, release details aren't known at this time. However, there is a rumor that this collaboration will release as part of Nike's Earth Day collection. Now, these details are not confirmed. It's just a rumor that's going around. However, April 22nd is Earth Day, so we should be finding out soon, possibly even today. So I might be a bit late since this video will be out in the morning, but as soon as more information is available, that will go into the next news video. Back in 2017, Undefeated and Nike connected to release a special Air Max 97 collection. Now, for those that remember, there was a ton of hype for that collection, and there was 3 pairs. There is a pair in black and a pair in cell, and then Militia Green was the last pair, and I believe that one was really limited. However, I'm not 100% positive that the green pair was super limited, but Undefeated and Nike are going to collaborate once again, and they're going to release 3 additional colorways of the Air Max 97. So the images shown is just a Photoshop. It's possible the 3 could look like this or something different. Now, going over those 3 colorways, one will come in cell, white, blue, and Midwest gold. The second will feature a black Volt, Militia Green, and white colorway. The last pair will come dressed in Militia Green, black, orange blaze, and white. Now, apparently, the 2020 release will also feature Undefeated branding that wraps the entire shoe and will also be used on the insoles. Now, this isn't my info. This actually comes from PY Rates. But as for a release date, we don't have a specific date, but all 3 are expected to release during holiday 2020. Retail price will be $180 each. Now, although the 3 images are just Photoshops, let me know of the 3, which pair do you like the best, and if they released like this, if you would buy. Going back to 2019, Jordan Brand created the Super Soaker Jordan Why Not 0.2 PE. That PE, of course, was for Russell Westbrook. That was his latest signature model. However, we're now on the Why Not 0.3, and releasing to the public is the Splash Zone. Not long ago, images leaked, but now we have additional information, and for everyone that grew up in the 90s, this color theme is taken from the Super Soaker. Using the colors from the Super Soaker, which comes dressed in Volt, yellow, orange, and white. We also have no batteries required on the lateral side, water droplets placed throughout, and then a white midsole and translucent outsole. Now, what's really cool is the box. Honestly, I think the box alone makes me want to buy them. I'll make sure to have the image in this video. And if you want to buy, they're going to release on April 23rd. You'll be able to grab them on Nike Sneakers, and the retail price will be $170. Right at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time yesterday, Jordan Brand released the Air Jordan 5 Fire Red. Now, this was a shock drop, and for those that don't know, there's going to be a wider release in May, and they released this shoe to celebrate the airing of The Last Dance. I was lucky and I was able to get a pair on the shock drop, so if you guys want to see, I'll do a review on that shoe, and if you guys like it and give me some good feedback, maybe I'll start doing reviews once again. Now, if you missed out on the shock drop, don't worry, there's going to be a wider release, which will take place on May 2nd. Now, it looks like the release date isn't going to be pushed back again. However, you never know, anything is possible, but if anything does change, I'll make sure to let everybody know. Also, they will be available in full family sizing, and in men's sizing, it'll retail at $200, grade school will cost $140, preschool will cost $80, while toddler sizing will retail at $60. Let me know in the comment section below if you were lucky enough to hit on the shock drop, or if you plan on picking them up on release date. Over the weekend, we received a first look at the Air Jordan 1 High OG Satin Snake. Now, like I mentioned in the prior video when I showed a Photoshop image, I said that more than likely they were going to look a lot different than the Photoshop because that just showed a Chicago Air Jordan 1 with some different materials. Now with this first look, we could see what's going on, and they're almost like a reverse black toe. Now, as for the color placement, we have red around the toe, on the overlays, the tongue, and the eye stays. And then we have black around the heel, swoosh, and the outsole. And finishing this pair off is white on the toe box, the sides, and the midsole. So, in my opinion, the look is solid. I actually like the color blocking. But going a bit further, we have snakeskin texture, which wraps the heel, covers the swoosh, and the ankle overlay. Most of the shoe actually is constructed with leather, but if you look closely at the tongue, you're going to notice that there's a mixture of what appears to be satin and velvet. Potentially even just suede instead of velvet, but that hasn't been confirmed. We only have a small preview of the tongue, at least a close-up. Now it's somewhat hard to tell, but it also looks like there's velvet on the liner. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I know over this week we're going to get additional photos. Still, the release date stays the same. August 15th is when they're expected to release, and the retail price will be $170. Also, this is a women's release, and currently I don't know the size range. I don't know if they'll be available in extended women's sizing, but I'm going to reach out later today to see if I can find any more information. Now, I'm sure a lot of you will like the Chicago version, aka the Photoshop of the Satin Snake, more than what's actually releasing. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Now, this information I've been sitting on for a few weeks now. I wanted to wait for the right time to unveil it, and I feel that this video is the right time. I don't know why, but I have additional details on the Air Jordan 11 that is releasing for holiday season. Now, first up, this image is a Photoshop, and big thanks to zsneakerheadz. I told him some of the info, so he put together this Photoshop, and it looks very similar to what was already going around. Now, this is just the Photoshop to represent the release, but these additional details I'm going to give you guys might help as far as why this Photoshop looks like this. And early on, the color description for the shoe is black, clear, white, and metallic silver. However, I've seen a new color description which also features multicolor. But as for the additional information that has yet to be leaked until now, this shoe will actually celebrate the 25th anniversary of the Air Jordan 11. So what I was told is that basically they're going to release an all black shoe similar to the Gamma 11s. Now, it's not going to be the Gamma 11s. They're going to have metallic silver detailing, but basically what I'm being told is the shoe will be all black. As well, the silver detailing, like I mentioned, will be on the Jumpman, possibly the 2-3. And when I was told this information, this was the plans for this shoe. Apparently, there's going to be two versions. One is going to be a regular release, and then there's going to be a special version. And that special version also comes with unique packaging. Now, again, things can change, and as for the special version, I'm not entirely sure what that is going to entail. But that would make sense as we're seeing two color descriptions start to pop up. One in black, clear, white, and metallic silver, and then the other one I mentioned that will feature multicolor. And it also fits into the theme of what Jordan Brand is doing by releasing two versions of a shoe. Basically, All-Star Weekend, we had two Air Jordan 3s, and then for the Tokyo Olympics, which, as you guys know, have been pushed back until 2021, they're going to release two versions of the Air Jordan 3 once again. Now, that's a rumor for now, but the third that we know of is this Air Jordan 11. Again, not confirmed, but I'm letting you guys know what I was told. And if there's any additional updates, I'll make sure to fill everybody in. Now, for the release info, I've actually heard a few different release timeframes. One of them was during October, but I don't think that's going to happen. And from what I was told by the same person who told me how this shoe is going to look and what it is exactly, celebrating the 25th anniversary, he told me that you can expect this shoe to release on Black Friday. So what that means is two pairs are releasing on Black Friday this year, because we know that the Fire Red Air Jordan 4 is coming. I was able to confirm that release, but like always, things can change. And this would be really surprising to me because, like I mentioned, possibly two versions of this Air Jordan 11 releasing, and then we have the Fire Red, so you would basically have to try to track down three pairs if you wanted them all on Black Friday. Now, I don't think that this is going to be the end result. One of these shoes are going to be pushed either forward or back, but I'm going to be asking more information, and more than likely I won't hear anything new for maybe the next month or two. So it might be a little bit of time before I get an update. Now, as for the retail price, it's set at $220. And that recaps the news. Like always, we post it first on SneakerFiles.com, and then we take it to YouTube. I appreciate everybody for watching this video as well. I'm glad to see a lot of you guys entered the giveaway. And like I mentioned early on, if you haven't entered yet, there will be a link in the description below which will take you to the previous video, and I go over the details there. Now for this video, let me know what you liked or disliked in the comment section below. As well, let me know if you want to see a review on the Air Jordan 5 Fire Red, or if you could care less. Again, thanks for watching. Stay tuned to SneakerFiles.com, and if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe.